Hey everybody, I wanted to continue with the gardening work. As you can see, last week my friend Rabia and we took out a lot of the weed, as you can see. But Rabia, my friend, she has a very weak eye, so she didn't get a chance to see a lot of the weed. So she just pulled as much as she can. And as you can see, if you don't pull the roots, it will grow back. So within like a few days, look at how fast it grew back. So we're gonna do a lot of the weeding today. So make sure when you do the weeding, you take out the roots. Let me show you how that works. Okay, so for example, this is one of the weed right here. So take it down like this, and then make sure you use your gloves. Okay, and then just pull it up. That's very easy. Okay, once you let it down, it go up very easy. So that's how you take out the weed. Okay, the hardest weed are these ones right here. These are the big weed right here. So it's gonna take me time to take out the roots of it because it's been around for a long time. Look at how tall it is now. So these are the weed that we need to take out in the grass as well. So it's gonna be a hard task, but it's doable. Anything is doable in life when you put your mind to it. So there are a few parts of the garden that still have some weed left. There's our lemongrass along the tree there. This is a lemon tree that we grow for a year now. So hopefully with this enough space, it's gonna grow faster. I just got this pepper tree from Mrs. Kim's house. It's very hot Thai chili. So as you can see, this is our beautiful aloe vera garden. It's flourishing nicely, and there's the mango tree that we planted last time. So hopefully it will grow here. It should have plenty of room for it to grow up to the sky here. Okay, so certain trees that are big, you should leave some space for it so it can have potential to grow. Like the lemon tree, it's going to grow very big. This is the peach tree here, and I just got this banana tree from Mrs. Kim's garden. It's going to grow very, very tall up to the sky here. So it's going to take a few years for it to have fruit, probably about 3 to 5 years. So this is where we compost all the fruit and vegetables and things like that here, even dead leaves. So it becomes fertilizer, natural fertilizer. So once in about 3 to 4 months, it becomes blackened fertilizer, and you can use that in your garden as well. Okay, and this is the dragon fruit that I got from Mrs. Kim's garden. It's a very, very good fruit. So I'm gonna plant that over there to the garden, and also create like a fence so it can grow and it climbs within those areas. So the dragon fruit, it has to climb, otherwise it won't flourish and it won't fruit as much. So you need to have a very strong steel support or wood support or cement support. Okay, so that's it for this continuation of our little gardening project here. So I'm going to go inside, I'm going to dig inside and do a lot of the work for the gardening today. Alright, so see you in a bit. Okay, hey everyone, so today we're going to continue weeding. So I'm going to techniques on it. So what you do is you use this little extractor right here. It's like a little shovel. So what you do is you use that and then get yourself a little dustpan about this size. So you can collect a lot of the weed on side here, okay? So we're gonna turn the camera real quick. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of weed in the background. So I'm gonna go in there and dig in and start working on it. Okay, actually there's some here. So you can see, make sure you take out the weed and the roots. If you don't take out the roots, it's gonna grow back, okay? So make sure you take out the roots. Make sure you don't step on the plant. Okay, so know which plant is a weed and which is not. So the weed on the leader here. So the weed is kind of pointy. You can tell a leaf from a different kind of tree. like that, they'll grow back. Like they say in my language, nhổ cỏ, nhổ tận gốc. That means you take the grass, you take out the roots, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of problems. See, this root here, it looks small, but deep down it's very deep. And sometimes you find the most interesting thing in your garden. The other day I found my gold-plated scissors that someone left on top of the wall. And it was rusted over like 3 or 4 years. Read. Some of the weed has the strongest roots because it's been there for a long time. So you just gotta really dig down on it and get it out. There's spider webs over this side. Look at that roots. So what you do is when you're rooting, also clean out your garden. So there's a lot of trash and shrubs and trees like that. Just clean it out and take it out. If you see a black widow spider, just kill it. It's just deadly. Alright guys, so let's continue with the weeding. Now this is the area that's a lot of weed inside there. It's been there for many years. So no one, even the gardener, didn't go back here to do the weeding. So today we're gonna do a lot of weeding on this area. Okay. See these roots? Make sure you take them all out because they will grow back. Definitely grow back. And it's very annoying. Weeds are like parasites, you know? They just grow and grow and grow without permission. They grow. So, and they grow in a lot of strange places like freeways, sewers. As long as you have little water, they'll just grow. So I hope one day, you know, scientists will find something important, beneficiary, that weed, this kind of weed, not the other weed that you smoke, beneficial to you. So alright, so inside here, my god, there's tons of weed. That's gonna take a while for me to dig them. So it's gonna be a few days of project work in the garden. It's okay, I have time because the COVID-19 is still at a lockdown. So alright, so I want to show you but I picked up already. I already dumped 2. So now, here are all the weed, as you can see. Okay. So these are the weed that needs to be dumped out. Now, don't compost these because the weed will grow in your compost. A lot of things will die, but the weed most likely will survive. They are a parasite, just like coronavirus. So make sure you take them out, and take them out by the roots. Otherwise, they will grow back, and they will turn your garden into a weed garden. Very deep roots a lot of these things has. My friend Rabia, she had an eyesight problem now. It's kind of degenerates and she couldn't see 80% of her eyes. So she tries her best to get the weed out. But of course, you know, it takes strength, and it also takes digging to get the roots out. See the roots? So weed are very, very annoying. So I wanted to turn the camera a little bit so I can show you some of the weeding. Alright, you see some weed here in the corner? So dig down, get it up. Dig down and get it up. See, it's small, but it's deep. A few days ago, we did this area, and it grew back. So I think that's the small Chinese apple. All right, friends, so let's continue with the weeding. I've been at it about half an hour now. So still, there's a lot of weed left. So we just gotta dig in, take it out. Its weed have very, very deep roots. It's very annoying. Okay, see the roots of the weed is very deep. If you don't take it out, it will grow back, and it germinates very fast. So there's a wheat family over here. See that? Roots. Take it out. Okay. Okay, that's an apple tree right there. And this one here is the weed roots. So you just gotta know your plants. Okay. That's a weed. These are mints right here. They're mints, taste very good. I have a lot of Chinese apple tree that's on the bottom here. So if you guys need an apple tree, I'm in Westminster, you can come by and I'll give you some. Look how deep that root is. So make sure you buy a glove, okay? So go to Home Depot. These gloves are like $5 each, and they're water resistant, so water can't go in it, and it's very light and nice. So it's perfect for gardening and weeding, okay? Make sure you get one. Wow. Wow, the neighbor has a very nice garden. It's beautiful. Wow. I gotta show you next time the neighbor's garden. Wow, they did a good job. Okay. Anyways, let's continue with the weeding. There's a weed right here. And there's a weed right next to the chili tree. So you just gotta be careful not to take out the roots of the chili tree, just the weed. There we go. Take it out. More weed, more roots. Weed roots. All right. So this section behind me here, this is the most weeded area. That's gonna take me hours just to get it out. Okay. But I still have this area to finish. There's a lot of rocks behind here. Okay. Weeds. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's good exercise. Going in down and dirty on the weed. So there it is. A lot of weeds. All right, so let's just rest a bit. So, hey, anyways, gardening is fun. It's a good exercise, so you should do it very early in the morning where the sun is not hot or is not even up, and late afternoon, so like after 5 or 6 when the sun is down and you're getting those perfect shade. It's good to garden, because the other day, the first day when I did the gardening project here, I thought I was going to do it for like 20 minutes. So I ended up doing like 6 hours. So my whole back, it's burned. And right now my skin is flaking right now, as you can see. So I put a lot of aloe vera on it. If you have a sunburn, just apply aloe vera. It's the best medicine you can get to heal your skin. So it heals it. I don't have to inflame anymore, but my skin is peeling, so just let it peel, and the old skin will, eventually wash away with when you take a shower, and then your new skin will form. So try to not expose your skin to the sun, because that can cause skin cancer. Especially certain people are very sensitive to those there's certain people that just love the sun and they can stay in the sun for a long time without getting sunburned. But for myself, I have a very sensitive skin, so I do get sunburned very, very easy. So make sure you protect yourself. Wear a very big hat like this. Wear something very comfortable. Make sure you have your gloves on. There's an animal. Just kill that animal because he was running. So be careful, you know, with animals too. So don't get bite by centipedes and spiders and stuff like that. So watch yourself. If you can wear a boot, it's better than wearing a slipper. I'm wearing a slipper. If you have a garden boot or like a high boot, you can use that when you garden so an animal doesn't bite you. Okay, all right, so let's continue on with our weeding. All right, so I clear out this section already. I'm gonna clear out that section in the corner there. Okay. Now, right here, there's some weed right at this plant, so I'm gonna take it out. It's very annoying. Right here, you can see. That's a weed right there. If you don't take it out, it's gonna grow and it's gonna overtake your other plants. So before we had this lemon tree that we grow for a year. I didn't know that we had it for a year, but it's still a little baby because it was surrounded by weed and it didn't get an opportunity to grow. So what you want to do is have a lot of room where it can grow. There's a lot of grass in this area too, so I'm gonna take out the grass. Make sure when you take out the grass, you take out the roots too and put away the soil back to the land. So don't throw away the soil. Here's the grass. So I hope you can start your gardening project during the COVID-19 isolation, or if there are no more COVID-19, you can do it in the late afternoon or early morning before you go to work, and or on the weekend when you're day off. So just start something so you can enjoy, you know, because once you have a really nice clean house, clean garden, clean bedroom, clean bathroom, clean car, make sure you clean out your car too. Just everything is clean, you live a better life. And don't hoard stuff. A lot of people are hoarders, so they definitely will bring stuff home all the time. Even stuff that are junk, they still gonna, you know, hoard it home. So try to find things that are not useful and throw them away. Anyway, so let me move the camera to that side so we can go ahead and continue with the weeding on that part. So weeding takes time and it's a tedious task. So maybe in the future scientists will find something useful about weed. Maybe it cures cancer or something because it's a very strong plant. So we don't know until scientists has proven it. Now for me, I like to be proven. So, for example, scientists like to prove stuff. For example, there are medicine that treats coronavirus that are effective and some that are not effective, and you know, so just don't take somebody advice if they don't not a scientist or they haven't tried or they haven't been tested for many of the drugs. And I've heard somebody recommend to drink bleach and Lysol to prevent the coronavirus, so I don't recommend that. Definitely not recommending that. This is a plant, but I think it's kind of like a a unique weed as well. So I'm throwing that away. Section has a lot of weed, and it has a lot of rocks too. So as you can see, a lot of rocks in this area. So I'm going to clean up those rocks and make it useful somehow instead of having it here. So every garden is different. Some garden has very nice fertile land, and some of the land people have are very rocky. Junks. So if you don't have weed, the spider that kill it. Okay. If you don't have weed at your house, you're lucky. A lot of people have weed, and it's just very extremely annoying. Okay. All right, so I want to show you. There's the weed. So I cleared the weed on that section. There's some on this side still. Now, this is the worst side right here. There's a lot of weed behind the Buddha. So we're gonna dig in and take it out. Alright, so here we are. A lot of weed in this section right here. So if you're scared to garden by yourself, you can find a partner, a friend or somebody at home that can do it with you. Even your own gardener, you can do it with them. And make sure you instruct your gardener that you hire well, because a lot of them they hate to take out the weed as well, because it's very time consuming to take out the weed. Extremely time consuming. So anybody's looking for a house to buy, contact me. I'm a real estate broker. I can help you within California area, but I prefer Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Los Angeles. Those are the areas I like to work toward. So buying a house, if you wanted to do your own garden, or somebody already did the garden very beautifully, is the best. So you just need to maintain it. That's it. So it is a lot of work to put toward gardening. So you really have to appreciate people who does gardening, because They care for every corner of their garden, every piece of land, every piece of soil. They plan everything very carefully in their garden before they plant stuff. So if you've ever been to Victoria, in Canada, they have one of the best garden in the world. I've been there last year with my aunt, and it's one of the most visited garden in the world. I think they have about 20 acres of beautiful flowers and plants and things like that, so all varieties is there. You can go and take your family there and just enjoy, you know, the beautiful garden and see how they garden, and maybe you can do a mini size of it your house. You can copy some of the stuff they have and plant it at your house. Wow, this soil here is really hard. So what happens is when the soil is hard, water it down. So put water here and it will become soft. So once it's soft, you can dig easier with this. Okay? So I've cleared this area. Now I need to go behind here because this is a lot of work. And the soil is extremely hard. Man, let me put some water in there. Okay, I'm still on this side. There's a few more weeds on this side that hidden in the corner. So I wanted to show you. Take a look. Weed. So when you weed, throw away your weed. Don't keep them, don't compost them because they grow back very fast. So throw them in your garden trash. So the trash company will take it away. So weed is nothing to keep. It's just a plant that's very annoying. It's like a parasite, it's like a virus that just keep growing and attacking. So get rid of it. Thank you. All right, so there's a lot of weed in that aloe vera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the water and I'm gonna water it down so it gets softer from weeding. When you garden, I like this nozzle over here. I buy this at Home Depot. I think it's about $10, and it has all variety of setting. You can do. Let me show you. So this is called a shower. Okay. So the shower, it lightly put water into the plant, so you don't hurt the plant, especially the small plant. The big one, the one far away, this is the mist right here. So what the mist does is, for really small plants or seed, you can do the mist. The soaker right here. I think I wet my thing. Here's the cone. Okay. Here's the full. The full is strong and it goes farthest. Okay. So you can water far. Here's the flat. The flat kind of spread it out. Okay, you see that? Kind of spread out. Here's the center. Okay. And here's the jet. Straight. Far. Okay. So I use the shower to cover a big variety of land. So those are all weed right here. So it gotta be removed. This is not weed right here. This is the mint. Okay. So we're gonna water it and it's a beautiful Buddha right there. Buddha always blessed. Okay. So I'm gonna put plenty of water here. So the soil is gonna be very soft, softer than before. I might as well water these plants because the sun is down. Oh, when you water your garden, try to water early morning or late afternoon, almost night, because you don't want to water when the sun is really hot, because the water can burn with the heat of the sun. The water on the plant's leaf can also burn the plants. So some plant will die having water right at the straight sun. So the best is early in the morning without the sun, and then late at night when the sun is down. Okay, late in the afternoon. So that would be the best time to water. And there's certain plant that takes a lot of water and certain plant that takes little water. So study your plant and Google them and see what plant takes what. Don't overwater them because you can kill the plant by overwatering. It's like a human. If we eat too much, we drink too much, we can die from it. So just think of a plant the same way and take care of it and talk to it. But don't talk to the weed, it grows really fast. Okay, so I think that's enough water for now. So it's a little bit softer now. I'm gonna I want to do a full on that area. So if I don't finish it today, I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. I'm going to water it again and make sure that it's really soft, easy to take out. Okay. All right. So as you can see, there's no water coming into my glove. It's because this is a water resistant glove. It's protected on both sides. Only on top here it goes in, but try not to get water on top there. So after a day of work, make sure you rinse your hand, rinse your glove, and then dry it, okay? So let's continue to take out some of the weed on that area that I just watered. When the soil is too hard, it's much more effort to take out the weed. So now that it's softer, it's a lot easier to take it out. See, it's less effort for me to use my strength on my arm to take out these weeds because the soil has been softened. Okay. can see a lot of weeds. Look at all the weeds. Very annoying weeds. Now, while you're weeding and you see a lot of junk, just remove them, you know. So you have your area very nice and clean without junks. Junks of trash, you know, they're bad leaves and things like that. There's a whole family here of weed. Look at that. Look at those babies. There was an animal that crawled on my arms. I just blew it down and it didn't want to go down, so I used the shovel and just take it down. I didn't kill it. Oh my God. These weeds are really annoying. Just dig in, get your hand dirty. Weed. Anyways. Wow, there's tons of them in there. It's like a whole jungle, you know, with years of wild weed. I'm looking at my neighbors and I see like a dream garden. They really have a beautiful garden. Mostly cement, but they do have plants around the area that they grow. And it looks very nice and presentable. So I want to make sure that my garden is nice and presentable as well. Okay. So I'm right behind the tree here, so you don't really see me, but you can hear me digging and working. This is see a lot of billionaires, they don't see this because they just hire people to do it. So with money, I guess you can buy things, but it's more of an experience if you do it yourself. You know, even money can buy things, but I think best is you can do it yourself and really experience it. It's like what they say, even with the money you make, you can't experience how poor people suffer and, you know, people who are in needy, you know, the basic necessity in life. And a lot of people have that and they take it for granted and they don't value what they have. So if you see a lot of people around the third world country, other country, they don't even have enough food every day. So just think to yourself, as if you have a house to live in, you have a car, you have a bed, you're very blessed. So just think of other people. Now, what I do with my YouTube channel is the money that I have mostly will go into charity works. So I'll do charity around the world to help people that are in need, and I think that's my goal and my destiny to do. So you can join me if you like to do the same thing. All right, so look at how dirty my hand and the shovel is. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to wash it down inside your garden. So wash it in the dirt right here. Okay, so the dirt can go back into the soil. Wash your gloves, front and back. Okay, let's put that down. Wash your gloves. And then you switch hands. Okay, wash it thoroughly, really good. Okay, so what you do is you hold, you change this to a soaker. So what you do is you hold this and you wash backwards to this area right here. So the area that we're holding, you see how dirty it is? Okay. So the next person can use it, or you can use it without having the dirt on it. You see that? Okay, so now that is very clean. So someone else can use it. Once you dirty it, make sure, and then you clean your slipper. Okay, clean your slipper inside there. Let's see the back of it. So change this to a full and spray it down. Spray it so it's really clean. And then you can dry. So what I do is I have several slippers for certain things. So this is my gardening slipper that I use for gardening. And then I have a slipper in the house that I use. So wash down your sandal. See the dirt there? Hit it deep, hit it deep. Hit it deep, it'll go down, it'll go out. Okay. Wash it inside. Okay. So make a practice of that. So what I do is I wash down the cement as well. The cement is a lot of, when you walk in and out of your garden, there's a lot of dirt in your cement. So what you do is you wash it down. You probably can't see it because, there you go. So I turn the camera, so wash it down. So clean your area. Everything you do in life, just, clean up after you finish. That's the best. Yeah, including, after you eat or after you wash dishes and stuff like that. Clean the area with a towel and, all the wet water that's around the area. So make sure you do that as well. All right. So that concludes today's gardening session. So I will see you next time. Thank you all.